Welcome to the Bushido Gang. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Attack on Samurai, bringing you all a drawing video. Now, as I'm recording, it is a late Sunday night, so you guys will more than likely see this drawing video go up, which is odd because I usually upload my drawing videos on Sundays, so you guys are actually going to see this on a Monday, so you'll see this tomorrow. Now, two things I want to mention. First things first, I technically wanted this to be, I actually kind of wanted this to, for Sunday, I kind of wanted this to be a drawing video day, but, I had some other things I needed to get done first, so that's why, for one, this video is probably going to go up tomorrow, and two, I also was recording some Pokemon Showdown lives, so I ended up, kind of doing more than I usually do, I guess. So, this drawing video for tonight, is just gonna be me drawing a sketch I did for my comic, Miss Intern. So this is actually an important moment in the story. I don't want to say too much about it, but basically, Miss Intern, being this character over here, is basically fighting her sensei, Sensei P. I don't want to go into too much story detail about it, but that's kind of what I'm working on right now. As you know, just a sketch of it. So yeah. Hopefully it's not too laggy. I know sometimes when I do draw these things, they do tend to be a little bit laggy on the other end. So hopefully that's not the case in this one. But yeah. So let me make sure I have the right pen. Actually, I'm gonna make sure that things aren't too laggy. So I'm just gonna get rid of some things. I don't really need this tab open right now. Don't need this tab open either. Don't need this one either. This one's kind of important, but not really. I do need that one. Don't need this one right now. I would like to keep that one up. I don't need it right now. Yeah. Okay. It shouldn't be too laggy now. Oh, my bad. It shouldn't be too laggy now. So, I know it's a little weird that I'm starting. Actually, you know what? No. Well, it's fine. I was thinking maybe I could just start the form a bit, but I'll just start over here and then build around her form. So yeah, hope you guys have been having a good Sunday. A nice weekend and whatnot. My weekend was pretty chill. I had work obviously, so I had work at the shoe store I work at. Being downtown in DC, so I had to work over there tonight or yesterday. And then I got home, and then I went to sleep, I don't usually do anything on Saturdays, right? I'm a you see, I've always been a at home kind of person, so I don't really enjoy going out like that. Again, I did it in college, with some friends, but when we went out, when we went and did things, it wasn't crazy. It wasn't anything crazy. So yeah, it was nice. It was nice, but again, like I said, I'm just not the type of person to really be interested in going out with people and doing things like that. And again, I've kind of always been like that. It's not like it was a choice I had. It's just more like it is what it is. so yeah, I just never really never really enjoyed it like that. It's not like I don't mind hanging out with people. It's just that, like I said, I just kind of prefer being on my own, really. So yeah. Nope. Gonna remove that too, and gonna remove that too, and yeah. So today I also had to had to go and set up an interview with somebody for my newspaper, the newspaper I work for. I had to go and actually speak to this person, or speak to where they're located at in person, because again, I've contacted this person multiple times through multiple means, email, call, all those things, and I didn't get a response. So, I decided to actually go there in person, and I'm just gonna say right now, where that place was, it was kind of in the cut. Like, it was just kind of random. Not really random, but like where it was located, it was like in a storage area, um, or like close to a storage area. So, a storage area and like some other like smaller places that are around there too, like a little Jamaican restaurant and like some other things. Um, so it was kind of way out there, really. Um, yeah, I went there. I met the people that worked there, and I told them that I contacted them a couple times to try and get an interview with the actual owner of the business. And again, I think the worker she told me that again, the owner, so and so, only like responds to like certain like responses or something like that. So I don't know what that means, but basically I didn't waste my time there. I actually didn't waste my time there, but it was but this I understand, like I understood what was going on. So yeah. Anyways, I do hope that I am able to get that interview done. I really didn't want to do it, but with the newspaper I work for, the head editor, she was just like, you gotta actually go there and find out what's going on. I'm just like, I don't really care. I don't really want to go. Um, Again, I'm gonna let you guys know this right now. I've only started working with them since this summer, so it's now been. I started late June, so I've been working with them now for I guess 4 months. Um, doesn't feel like it's been 4 months, but it's been 4 months now since I started working with them. And I guess yeah, four. I'm not gonna count. I'm not really gonna count June. I'm just gonna say four. So it's been 4 months now since I started working with this news organization here in DC. And again, like I said, it's not. It's like I'm not against working with them. Like I don't have anything. There's nothing wrong with working with this newspaper organization. It's just that I feel really lost working with them. So like I can write my stories, and I can do um you know my interviews with people that I have to speak with, but I also don't feel super confident, I guess, in my ability to what's the word? Um Basically, I just feel lost. I really just feel lost right now. I like working in the newspaper, and I do enjoy writing. I actually do enjoy writing right now for them. It's cool to write stories, and it's cool to listen to other people's perspectives, and also again just write about what they say. But it's just that the whole process that leads into it, it's something that I'm not very used to right now. Again, I've only been in this now for 4 months, and I still don't feel very used to the way how they operate. But I don't know if there's somebody in the comments that can actually relate to what I'm saying. I'd appreciate your sympathy. I guess I don't know if that's the right word to say, but yeah, it's weird. It's just weird for me getting used to this kind of environment. Again, when I was in college, when I was back in university, I it's really weird to say university and college, because I mean they're technically the same kind of facility, but they're different, because college goes by college is more like a smaller university, while university is a university. Um, but I guess you could still argue that case anyway. But you get what I'm saying. Anyways, at the university that I was at, I had when I was in my junior year going into my senior year, I was studying. I was actually trying to study. I was studying communications, and I was studying communications, and also through communications, I was getting some information about, or I was getting courses in journalism as well. So the journalism, side of things, it it does make a difference. It's the reason why I actually have this job with this newspaper, but also like it did give me the experience to understand, I guess, like how to write in the journalism style. Um but yeah, again, journalism is very demanding. Um it's demanding, but it's also like timely. Like you have to do things in a very like timely fashion. Otherwise, you're gonna miss out on the story that's coming up, or the story that's happening. Um, but also you have to like be willing to go out and speak to people, which again, the it may not sound like it in my videos, but I am not the type of person to just openly talk to people whenever I want to. I can't do that. I'm not, as people would say, an extrovert. I'm not that kind of person. I can play it off. I can try my best to play it off, but honestly, I really don't like talking to people. I don't. I don't enjoy it. Um, unless it's like unless it's like a good conversation, I'm not gonna like fully enjoy the conversation. Um, but also depends on the person too. The person I know that I'm talking with is cool. Then we can have good conversation. If I'm talking to somebody that's like not that interested in whatever I'm saying, then obviously why would I continue speaking with that person? um, but yeah. Again, when it comes to the newspaper, you have to talk to everybody, or at least talk to everybody that's about that subject that you're working on. And that's the part that I don't really enjoy that much. At this point, I say that I've written over 10 articles for the newspaper I work under. And only about seven. About 7 of them have been published. So it's not bad, but I in my own like only like 4 months of experience, I don't feel confident in my abilities to just write, you know? Like even though the editor and even the assistant editor say that, I did a good job or I did well on my piece, I still feel like they're bullshitting me. I still feel like they're just saying bullshit just to make me feel good. Um, which honestly, I would prefer people to say my stuff is shit than for them to just say, "Oh, this looks great and this sounds great. This you wrote this very well." I really don't believe anybody when they say some shit like that. I think they're lying through their teeth. I really do. Um, Maybe that's just my own lack of self confidence in that in that aspect. But yeah, I don't believe what anyone tells me. so, um, so yeah, there you go. At least like again, like when it comes to like work, not even just writing, but with drawing too. Even when it comes to drawing, when people tell me like this is really cool, this you did a good job with this, I think they're full of shit. They're full of shit. Uh, I think they're just bullshitting me too. So yeah, it's a very rough cycle, but that's just kind of how I see things right now. So so yeah. Anyways, um, so I'm gonna get further on to Miss Intern. Yeah, I didn't mean to, like sound like that, but that really is just how I feel most of the time. So I'm just letting you know like what my thoughts are about when people tell me how I'm doing about how I'm doing with my work and whatnot. Again, I just think people are lying to me. So maybe one day I'll believe what people tell me. One day, but for now, I'm just gonna accept the kind words and just move on. So, anyways, yeah, like I said, this is an important scene in the story. Um, showing my main character, Miss Intern, fighting her sensei, Sensei P. I'm sure I'm pretty sure the last time I showed off this piece, or at least like with me drawing, um, I'm pretty sure I did show off Sensei P. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I did. Um, that doesn't look right. I'm trying to make that middle. There we go. There we go. I think I'm gonna actually like do this. I think I might just do like that and maybe give her a bit more. So the uniform that my main character, Miss Intern, is wearing, this is actually meant to be her workout clothes. Um, and I believe that when I did a previous drawing of Miss Intern for you guys, I believe I showed a drawing where she was wearing a hoodie. The hoodie is gonna be more like kind of like a more casual kind of look to her. Um, this is more like a training uniform that she's wearing, so kind of like a gi, like a gi that you'd wear, and like some practices like taekwondo, kung fu, um, all those things. What's it called? Jiu-jitsu, like all that stuff. So that's what she's wearing, just like a pretty much standard workout uniform. So I'm pretty sure I mentioned a while back about like the inspirations I've gotten for making Miss Intern, and like how I really want to draw, how I really want this story to come out once it's done and everything. But I did get a lot of inspiration from fighting games. So Street Fighter. It's mainly Street Fighter actually. That's really where this all comes from. Um, and then pretty much like that's really what it is. So again, a while back when I did show Miss Intern, when I showed the main character Miss Intern, I'm pretty sure I did show a sketch that I was working on with her using Chun Li's triple kick move or lightning kick move. I can't pronounce it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. If you're familiar with Street Fighter or fighting games in general, but that triple kick move that she has, I have Miss Intern doing the same kind of kick as well. and she's not the only one that can do it. Um, Sensei P can also do it as well. She's the one that actually taught her how to use the move. And Sensei P got that move from someone else, and then she got it from someone else, and yeah, so it's kind of a tradition within this practice to have the I'm really trying to say it. It's like Hyaku, Hakuritsu, ha- Hyoku, Hyoku Keiritsu or something like that. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. It's in English it's called lightning kick, but I'm trying to be cool. Or I was trying to be cool, or I guess weeaboo, or whatever the shit you call it, whatever you call that. Be nerdy about it, but yeah, um actually the way how her hand is like kind of positioned, I might actually change that. That looks really weird. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna have her fist go a little bit higher up. Or maybe I think I might have her fist go higher up. I might do something like this instead. So again, that position just looks a little weird. Again, this was meant to be a sketch anyway. Like, I don't know if when I officially like draw everything out, if I'm gonna have her look exactly like this pose. Um, but but yeah, I think Oh, I got a better idea. Hold on, let's try this. Um, I'm gonna have like her right arm go this way instead. So I'm gonna have her actually like go on the other side. I think something like this looks okay. It's gonna be strange, but for now I'm gonna give her a stub for now. For now she'll be a stub. Or her left arm is a stub, but we're gonna fix that after I add a bit more around here. Again, around her feet. So when I was at work the other day, again working at the shoe store, I started to work on some sketches while I was there. Cause I mean, when I'm working at the shoe store, there's really nothing going on. At least like on the weekdays, and even sometimes it depends on Friday. Friday usually tends to be like a day where it's kind of a hit or miss kind of day. Um, but I know Mondays are usually the days where where it's very chill and like no one really shows up to the store. But I was actually working on I think it was actually was Friday. I was working on some sketches. So I was sketching a character for my comic, again for this comic actually. Um, and the character is gonna be, I don't want to say too much, but she's gonna be an older character, and she is kind of like um well, let's just say she's gonna be like a grandmother. Let's just say that. And she's gonna be introduced like very early into the story. Like, the idea I have in mind with her is kind of to have her like be kind of like this. I don't know what you call it, but like, what's a really good example? Well, I don't know if any of you guys have seen, or I mean, if you guys are familiar with The Godfather, at least Godfather Part Two, um, or The Godfather Two, where damn, where Vito and Michael, kind of have like this. kind of separate timeline kind of story that's happening. So you have the perspective of Vito, coming into New York, and building up his lifestyle after getting away from Italy, and then you have Michael, you know, escaping. Well, actually, no, my bad. That's the first movie, but basically like building up the Corleone Empire. Um, so with so I kind of have this new character, kind of do something similar to that. That's an idea that I have anyway. So kind of having like two storylines bounce off of each other. Um, that's something I like to start off anyway, with this character that I have in mind that I started drawing, because I think she would kind of be like another catalyst for the story. Um, Again, this is something I only just thought about like the other day, because the kind of story I want to tell with Miss Intern, it's a story that um it's a very personal story, I think. It's personal in a sense that like the main character kind of represents myself, in a sense. I know she's a woman, but like in a sense she kind of represents myself. Um and then the character that I have in mind, this character, she actually kind of represents like a mm, well, again, she's kind of a symbol for the story. That's really the best I can describe this character that I have in mind. But again, I only just thought about really elaborating more on her yesterday, actually, and yeah, I think it'd be a really cool concept to work on. So maybe someday I'll show you, or I mean, maybe one of these days I'll show you guys like a sketch of what this character looks like. Um, but but I do have some really cool ideas with her. So yeah. I already have like an outline of how I want the first three chapters for Miss Intern to go. Um but after adding this new character I have in mind, I think I may actually extend that a bit more and probably make it, and I think it might just end up being like the first chapter was originally going to be like a chapter that introduced, Miss Intern and like another character, and also just introduced like the whole idea of this office being basically like a battleground. A battleground, like, Street Fighter basically kind of environment where there's constant fighting, but it's fighting for like a purpose in a sense. Well, not a purpose, but like, well, gain. There's gain for it, because like for every match, for every fight that an employee wins, they would basically get like some kind of bonus, for their wins. And for every win that they would get, it would basically like ladder up. So they would continuously ladder up, and they would get to higher positions every time they get more wins. And plus, there's also the working environment where they still have to work, but they still have to fight as well. I know it's complicated. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but again, it's a story, so it shouldn't have to make so much sense. But but that's just again something I have in mind. Um, it's kind of crazy that this is a story that I had in mind last year, and now I'm actually drawing this out for you guys. Like it's actually really funny how much time has passed since then. Um, but yeah, now I'm actually working on a full-fledged story with it. It all started from a sketch, and now I'm making a whole comic around it. I wonder if that's how stories like Naruto and One Piece and Dragon Ball, all of them. I wonder if they all just started from sketches like what I'm doing, and then they just became a full-fledged story. Granted, when it comes to them, like they already had like ideas like already planned ahead of time. Um, they had everything planned ahead of time. Plus, he also did like one shots too. Like again for Akira Toriyama, when he worked on Doctor Slump, that was his first comic. That was his first manga. I believe he had some other stuff as well, but that was like the one of his like very first ones that broke out. And then when Dragon Ball came, that was pretty much his magnum opus. With Berserk, I know with Berserk, um, Miura, Kentaro Miura, or Miura, no Miura, my bad. I think it is Miura. He made a one shot for when he made his one shot, he had like an original like design for Guts, and Guts was actually like a bit more I guess he was meant to be more like brighter. I think brighter's the right word to say. Like he wasn't. He was a bit more optimistic. But then you have the current Guts, which is who's more stoic. Well, stoic's not the right word to say. That's definitely not the right word to say to describe Guts. But you know what I'm talking about. Basically he kind of like had a different personality in the one shot. Um, but yeah, like I kind of want to think of what I'm doing right now as well, actually what I'm doing right now is what I want to make a full-fledged like story. Um, but when I do another one shot, because again, the one shot that I am currently working on right now is again that track and field comic I mentioned to you guys a while back. Um, uh, what's it called again? I'm sorry, I can't remember it. Damn. Oh, Boom versus Sting. So this is actually that's not it. This is actually the second. Actually, this is technically the last page. So I'm working on the last page right now. I already have like the background and everything, so you guys can see the background. Let me just actually pull up the background. So this is actually the background for it. Then I have the main characters right up here, basically like uh, congratulating each other on the race. I'm not gonna tell you who won, obviously, but that's what I'm working on right now. So I just have this on the side. I'm probably gonna get back into this once I finish, getting back into that drawing. But yeah. So that's what I have in mind. Um, but that's what I'm working on right now. So yeah. Eventually, I want to be able to publish that one shot before the end of the year. Again, I know I've been kind of lagging on it. I've been lagging on it a lot actually. But it will go up. I promise you, it will go up. I don't know where I'm gonna post it first. I was thinking about posting it on like Webtoons or something like that, but honestly, I think I might just post it on Discord anyway. I might just do it in pages, and then just go from there. And then if it gets popular enough, I may just end up putting it on Reddit too, Reddit, and then I'll post it on IG as well, so Instagram, um, and then Twitter too. So I was kind of like post it all in pages. And I know it's not very efficient though. There's probably a more efficient way to do it, but that's just something I have in mind. Or I'm gonna work on the other character now. So I'm gonna work on on Sensei P. This is gonna be really weird. I'm thinking how to get this hand to look like a hand. Again, the way how I drew this perspective is a little strange. I think what I'm gonna do is do something like that. Just do that. Okay, yeah, just do that at that point. Um, hmm. Yeah, that does look strange, but I think it'll be okay. I think it's kind of just the thumb. The thumb's just kind of odd here. It's not like it's in a bad spot. It's just kind of like it's in a weird spot. Excuse me. So when it comes to I have definitely fallen off on some animes. I have not caught up to like anything. I've seen stuff, unfortunately. So I know what's going on in most of the mangas I've been keeping up with, which is unfortunate, but and that's mostly because of thumbnail clickbait. That's why I'm familiar with some things that are going on right now. But I'm very excited about Jujutsu Kaisen because now it's kind of at the part where a lot of people were like anticipating it since since it first even got announced actually, because I think around the time that JJK got announced, no, around the time JJK actually got announced, like it was just about to get into the I think it was just about to get into the Shibuya arc. So now that now that it's actually here now, like it's oh boy, it's pretty damn hype. So I've been waiting a long time for that to for it to finally be animated. And I haven't even watched it yet. I know it's crazy. I haven't even watched the other thing, the first part of season 2, with younger Gojo and younger Ghetto or Jato. I need to watch that. Suguru Ghetto, Ghetto. So I see Ghetto, Ghetto. But yeah, I need to watch that still. Um, because again, I know like that whole arc was hype as hell. So I definitely got to find out what's going. I really got to see like how the animation looks. Apparently, like there's been some conflictions about it. Like people have been kind of conflicted about it, or at least that's what I've been seeing. I don't really care though, but I'm definitely gonna watch it once I get the chance. I also got to get back into One Piece too. I know I fell off a bit on that, but well, actually, the reason why I fell off on that was because I actually wanted to do an AMV for One Piece. I don't know if you guys. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you guys have been watching me for a while. Like, actually, no. If you're new to the channel, first off, hi. I forgot to say that. I'm sorry. But I was working on an AMV for One Piece. Specifically, like Gear 5 stuff, and I was gonna actually finish it because I wanted to do one after the whole Kaido versus Luffy fight was all over. Um, and I still can do it, but like the idea I have in mind for it is actually a lot. It's actually a lot. And with the recording, with the editing software that I have right now, I don't know if it'll really do it for me. The one I did before, when I was working on the one from before, I forgot what I was using. I think I was using like I'm pretty sure I was using no. I was using I don't remember, but uh basically the recording I was using, or the editing software I was using last time, it worked, but I don't know. I don't know. I think I'd rather just use something else. So yeah. So yeah, that's kind of why I stepped away from One Piece for a little bit, because I really wanted to work on an AMV for it. I might do one. I might. I really like doing AMVs. They're very fun. I know I haven't done them like a whole lot. Like literally the last one. I mean, before the One Piece one, the last one I did was for Chainsaw Man, and that one didn't get a whole lot of attention, but it was a fun one. I liked the music I used in it. I actually wanted to use something else. I was thinking about using. I was thinking about using another 80s song, but that one just well, that was eight. Well, the song I used was actually from the 60s, but the song that I wanted to use was actually gonna be from the 80s. But I was just like, yeah, you know what? This one sounds much better and it fits the tone. But I really think the other one fit way better. Just in terms of like what I was trying to do. But maybe I could do another chainsaw another chainsaw AMV. But uh but yeah. But in general, I do want to do AMVs again, so maybe in the future I'll get back into doing those again. Just gotta find like the right recording equipment or the right editing software to do it. Um, but yeah. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Like lagged. I really hope the lag isn't too bad for you guys. I really hope it's not. I do apologize if it is. Um, okay. So I don't know if I mentioned this already, but for my for one of the jobs I'm working at right now, it's actually for the shoe store. The shoe store's gonna be closing down in a couple months. It'll be closing sometime around April. So while that's going on, I'm gonna have to try and find a new job. So actually, I've been doing that since I got the since my since the manager and the assistant manager have told me about it. Um, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know. I haven't really had like a whole lot of success trying to find another job. For one, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't. I'll be completely honest. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Um, I I know I'm trying to figure things out. Um, Even when it comes to doing this comic stuff right now, I'm just trying to figure things out right now. I don't have definite answers, and I don't have a definite plan. I'm just I'm just kind of going with things at the moment, and maybe right now that is like a very like negative thing to do because I should at least have some kind of mindset on what I'm trying to do, but I really don't know what I'm doing. Um, but But yeah, when it comes to like what I'm gonna be doing once the store closes down, well, I'd like to get a job in as a receptionist maybe, just like as like a well more like an office kind of position, or like an associate I guess for a little bit, just to at least like, cause I mean office jobs aren't too bad. They're pretty consistent and pretty much it just comes down to knowing when to get put information or take care of information, store information, all those things, all the whole 9 yards. And right now, I think that's something that I'd like to do again. Again, I did it. I did I did have a office intern job when I was when I was like 18, 18, 19, 20, around that time. I was actually working with my brother around that time when he was working at that firm, and I did get some experience with them. But honestly, I kind of wish that I had stayed a bit longer with them. It was actually during the pandemic. During the pandemic, they were still. I was still able to work with them actually. I worked with them that summer, so I worked with them summer 2020. Um, but then once school started up for me, I decided to leave. And honestly, that's one of the like one of those decisions I kind of regret thinking back on it, cuz if I did continue working with them during the or during COVID, I might have gotten a little bit more money than I have now. But also but also well, it would have at least like I would have gotten at least a little bit more experience. And maybe even if I continued after I graduated, then I might have been able to get like a full-time job with them. But it is what it is, and it was what it was. Again, just things to think about. Um, but yeah. Something looks off. I think it's... I think it might be the hip. Hip looks a little weird. I might have to like stretch out the hip a little bit more for Sensei P. Yeah, I'm just gonna extend this out a little bit more and then go from there. And I think once I do that, I might end up ending this video. I know this wasn't like the most like super detailed drawing, but you know. Also, my backgrounds are some ass. I need to get better at drawing backgrounds. Like I'm good at drawing characters, but when it comes to backgrounds, I'm so bad at them, man. It's difficult. It's difficult. Honestly, people that can draw backgrounds, like shout outs to you, man. Like you do better than like most artists just from being able to make backgrounds. I wish I could make a background and make it as good as most and make it as good as like most background artists because they do a great job. And even like like some and even like manga artists as well, or mangakas like how they're able to draw backgrounds. I wish I could draw them as well as they could. Um, I know some of them actually like scan in images and then they draw over it. I was considering that actually. Like, I actually wanted to test something like that because I remember that I was using an image from Google. I think it was like an image of a bridge, and I wanted to try and draw it. So I tried drawing over it, and I'm not gonna lie, it didn't come out as well as I thought it would. So, but yeah, I might try that again. At least like use the references and then draw from that point. But yeah, I want to make this a bit higher, just slightly higher for her. And then I think what I might do is this. That looks a bit better, I think. And then have the thigh come around here. So it'll look like that. Like that looks fine. Have her thigh come around like that. And then go from there. Cool. Alright, not bad. I might actually bring that down a bit more. Yeah, there you go. I really don't like the way that hand looks. That hand looks so awful. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. That hand looks so awful. I think what I have to do. I either have to bring this out more or let me see. No. I think that looks okay. It's not as good as it could have been, but it doesn't look that bad. Unless, hold on, wait, no, I can do this. What I can do instead is this right here. So I'm gonna make this go a bit further out. Make that go out like that. Make this one go out a bit more too. And then make this go out more. Right here. Okay, that looks slightly better. Doesn't look as good, but it'll do. It'll do for now. And then let me go back to Miss Intern, and let me just do that and go from there. And again, hands, I'll give her like a little box. A little box, and then draw the hand through that. So oh yeah, I forgot. I hope you guys have had a if you're in the US, hope you guys had a good Veterans Day and Veterans Day weekend and whatnot. Again, I had work, so I just kind of, helped people. So, yeah, like I said, I didn't do anything crazy. So, honestly, it's strange. I don't really like care about holidays as much as I used to. Maybe that's what happens when you get old. You just don't care about shit anymore. Just don't care about shit anymore. But nah, like I don't know. For some reason, things like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Thanksgiving, what's it called? Even New Year's, they don't really mean much to me now. They're kind of just like another day. Maybe it's a sign I'm not really living my life right now, or maybe it's just a sign that, I don't know, I'm sad or something. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Holidays are weird for me now. They're just another day at this point. And yeah, I think that should be the thumb there. Actually, it looks really cool. Doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. Let me just erase the box and then probably just go with that. Yeah. Doesn't look as bad. That's a pretty good arm. Pretty good hand. Not a bad hand right there. Yeah, not too bad. I like that. I know this is meant to be the thumb, but we could actually pretend that this is the thumb instead, and then that could be like the pinky and the middle finger, or the ring finger, middle finger, and then the right finger. So yeah, I'll just do that, or left finger. You know what I mean. Anyways, I think I actually kind of like that. Looks cool. You guys let me know in the comments how you feel about this drawing, or the sketch I did for this video. But yeah, I'll try and do more drawing videos again in the future, so just stay tuned for that. And yeah, maybe one day I'll actually draw a thumbnail that I've been doing for videos. That might actually be a pretty cool one to do someday. Currently I am working on one right now. I have one that I actually finished yesterday. But that's gonna be for another video. So again, if you guys, for you guys that are new to the channel, I do a lot of competitive Pokemon videos. So in those videos, I also draw my own thumbnails. So, so for some of the recent ones I've been doing, those were drawn by me, and yeah. So I have one that I'm currently working on right now, and the one I'm gonna put up, or that one I'm gonna be putting up sometime this week. So if you guys want to see that, just wait for it. Just wait when it drops. That's all I can really tell you. But yeah, that's gonna be that. So this is Miss Intern, and this is her Sensei P, and they're about to fight. So, so yeah. Hope you enjoyed this little sketch. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Join my Discord, the Bushido Gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. And yeah, if you guys want to know more story updates and things like that. I didn't finish. Hold on, my bad. Forget that. Scrap everything. I need to finish this. I forgot to give her pupils. Let me give Miss Intern pupils. So let's give her pupils. She should actually be facing towards. Nope, my bad. Well, actually, no. I actually do want that up. She should be facing towards towards Sensei P. That looks much better. I forgot how I made her look. I forgot how I made her look. Let me see. What sketch? I mean, I have like a couple of her already. If you don't remember what your character looks like, just go back to the sketches that you made. That's how it works. Actually, I do want to show some other cool things I did too. While I'm actually up here, but let me just where did I put her? There we go. So, let's see what people did I give her? Because I forgot already. It was okay. It's purple. Purple it is. And her iris was dark. So, or I mean what's it called? You know what I mean? Like her she has a dark. It's dark in here. Yeah, do that there. And then for Sensei P, do that there. Right, there we go. Her eyes are actually kind of different. But I'll keep it like that anyway. Why not? And then going back to you. I'm actually gonna do what I did in my other ones. Make this white. Give you that little give you that. And do the same thing with the other one. And that's gonna be that. So again, I know this was a very like straightforward. This was a very like. Actually, this sketch should take a while, but I hope you guys did enjoy it anyway. Maybe I'll add more. Maybe I'll make it look a little bit darker, make it look a bit more detailed and whatnot. But yeah. So that is going to be my drawing for tonight. So it's gonna be Miss Intern versus Sensei P. So that's gonna be that. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Join my Discord, the Bushido Gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. On my way to reach my sub goal of 550 subscribers, if we can hit that goal, that'd be really, really cool. But yeah, so that's gonna be that. Be safe, watch your hands. I'll see you for some more Pokemon Showdown lives. Peace out. Or some more, well, not just Showdown lives, but drawing videos and other things I do on my channel. So that'll be that. Be safe, wash your hands, and peace out.